Hey guys, so we continue on with this project. We've done a little bit more of the simple side of the components and the joining now, and we'll try to do something a little bit trickier now just to extend ourselves. So I'm going to start a new component and I'm going to call this lid. I'm going to say okay, and so we're going to, all the parts for the lid we're going to put under this component here now, okay? Just to help us keep this a little bit clean. So if we kept going, just making new component after new component, I mean, we've already got the ones under box, which is good, but I could just keep going and then it's coming off our screen. It's really hard to manage your project then. So in terms of like a file management, we're going to now try to put everything under lid here, okay? So new component, and we're going to go frame. Okay, and then we're going to go back and select lid, and we're going to go frame 2. Okay, so my vision for this is to have like a picture frame with mitered corners, which means 45-degree cut corners on the top of the box here, and then we'll do a laminated top. Okay, so say we start on this side here, and what we're going to quickly do is just double check. So we use the inspect tool here in the top right, and we're going to inspect from, that's annoying that that's in the way, from there to there, so 319. So I know I'm going to have to make it 319 by 42 by 19 rectangle. So we'll make it over here. Okay, so 319 tab 42. Okay, and then we're going to go solid. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to go back to our sketch. I'm going to use a line. I'm just going to simply put this line here, and I want one more line in the middle. Okay, and then what we're going to do, we press the D key for dimension, and we're going to make this 45. Now, because it's snapped both in the corner and there, so they're not going to de-snap, or whatever you want to say, to actually make it fit there. They're going to follow along those lines as I dictated, and let us do that 45 there, okay? And I right click and go cancel there, and then we can click on this line, and we're going to go create, and we're going to go mirror. I'm going to select our mirror line, which is in the middle there, and go okay. So now we've got our sides there that are 45, and they're all good. Now we're going to extrude this part and this part, and we extrude that 19 and press enter, which is cool. So on frame 2, we'll do our side part now. So over this side, so I'm pretty sure that this has stayed 300, but it's always really good to check. Okay, so that's just gone from the points I clicked. So on previous programs that I've used, I've been able to click just on a line like that, and it tells you how long it is. Oh, silly. It says down there. Okay, let's try that one more time. So if I go inspect and I select this one, it says 300 millimeters. So we know the length of that, which I didn't realize that appeared down there. Cool. So we're going to start off with our same rectangle. So R for rectangle. I'm going to select the top face. So we're building this on the top edge of our box there. I'm going to go 42 tab 300. Okay, and then we're going to go to the line tool. So L for line. Oops, I'm doing that the wrong way. So we want to make sure we're facing our 45s inwards, because that way they're all going to be able to be jointed together easier. Okay, and then pressing the D key, selecting these two lines, and then making that 45 degrees. Then it's as simple as, just again, we're going to select this line, we're going to go select the mirror tool, and we're going to select our mirror line in the middle. Alright, so now we can go solid, extrude this one, 19. Okay, and I hope you're noticing a pattern here. Most of the standard size of timber that we order in are 19 or 35, just like on previous videos. That hasn't changed. So now what we can do, right? So I can go to, make sure I'm back to lid, and we're going to make that selected with that little dot there. I'm going to make a new component. I'm going to go frame 3. Okay, and then we're also going to make frame 4. So I go back here again, component, frame 4. Okay, so now what I can do, so with frame 3 here, I can go to, say this one. I can open this up and I can open up bodies. And that's going to select that body. I can right click on that and go copy. And then I'm pretty sure I can go back to 3 here and I can go Control V. And that didn't work. So I'm going to try one more time. If I open this up, I'm going to click on the body, I'm going to press Control C. And then back to here and Control V. And there we go, that worked there. So now I'll make sure I've got the identical one. I'm going to go to the rotation tool. I'm going to go on a angle here so I can make sure that I am doing this correctly. I'm going to select that one there and I'm going to change it by 180. And so now it's flipped over. Now, because of the way it's flipped, if I go onto the front view here, you'll see that it's slightly higher than the other ones, but that'll be okay and we'll work that out after. Okay, so now doing this again, so we need this one here, which is 2. So we're going to select frame 4 here, open up frame 2, open up the bodies, and we're going to go Control C, close that up, and make sure we're there, Control V, and then we can move that one over again. And then we just need to rotate it, selecting our angle, our edge there, 180. Okay, fantastic. Now what we're going to do, we're going to quickly assign a material to these. So I'm going to go to appearance. Now we might select a bit of a darker timber than the other ones. We're going to go with walnut. So let's assign that to these. Alright, sweet. Close that. So now if I click on lid, and we can double check that all looks like. There's some really dark walnut, but that's okay. Now we can put this together. So if I use the jointing tool, I'm going to use the middle of these 45s to put this together. Okay, J as well for joint. So if you want to speed up by using some keybinds, that is what I would suggest. Oh, I selected the wrong one. Let's go J for join, top edge and top edge. Okay, so that's all set up there. All right, and then we can actually, so if I go, this is where my practicing might not have helped me much. We go joint. I'm going to go this one and this one. And go okay. All right, and so you can see there that, can I get a better view? There we go. So my frame is on top of my box. So that's the frame of my lid. Now I want to do the bit that I was talking about a little bit earlier, which is a little bit fancier. So we're going to stay in our lid section here. I'm going to make a new component, and we're going to simply call this lam1. Okay, and we're going to make sure we're staying in lid. Make a new one, lam2, 2, and we're going to make another one, making sure we're under lid there, lam3. Oh, come on. Okay. So lam is just what I'm using short for laminate. So these are going to be the ones that I laminate together to get our pattern on the top. So we've got our face here, and you might have noticed that I'm drawing on the very top section of this, and that's simply just to make it easier to see exactly what I'm doing. And even a lot of it I might actually make over here just so it's not crossing over. So yeah, what we're going to do first is make a piece of timber, and this timber is going to be 42 tab 300. Enter. We're going to go dark, a little bit lighter, and then light with our timbers here. So we're going to extrude that 19. I did just realize that I had lamb 3 selected there. So this is probably going to be a dark one. Okay, so let's get on to 2. I'm selecting the top there, and we're going to go... Ooh, I'm going to go create sketch just yet. Are you going to let me do it? Oh, it's not. Lamb 2. Okay. Create sketch. Okay, I must have had something selected, and I'm not sure what it was. So now, yeah, we're going to go and select our 2 there. And we're going to do the same thing, 42, tab 300. And then we're going to solid, extrude that 19. And then what we can do is we're going to go a little bit lighter with this one. So if I go appearance, that's oak. So oak and pine are probably some of the more lighter ones. So we've already got walnut, we've got pine, oak. Hazel is probably the only time I'm ever going to get to use some cherry, so we'll do that. All right. Now I'm just going to double check. Yeah, so I thought sometimes just keep an eye on when you're trying to select your object. It'll just select the face of the object, not the whole thing. So I might actually double check this one as well. Yeah, so you did the same thing on that one. So yeah, just being careful when you are selecting your colors. Try to make sure that the whole object goes grey, not just one face of it. So that's why it's important to be in this kind of view where you're on the corner just there. But anyway, okay, so now we're going to make a bit bigger piece for this because I don't want them to all be the same size. I am a lover of some different sizes in the laminate. I don't like it all being the same size. If I had the energy, I would actually make it asymmetrical rather than. I might still make it asymmetrical. So what I'm going to do now is go to, so we're on our 1, we're going to create sketch. I'm going to select the top again, and this is where we're going to go a little bit bigger. So I'm going to go 140, tab 350, solid, extrude. I'm going to extrude that by 19. So for this one, what we're going to do, we're going to go to appearance. We might move around a little bit. Oh, appearance didn't work. Let's escape some stuff and let's go appearance again. Oh, I just didn't open it. Silly me. And we've got our oak glossy, but we want pine. Yes, I could be typing in pine straight away, but I'm kind of looking if there's anything else I might like while I'm doing it. So, cool. Now what we're going to do is start seeing a few of these up so you can get an idea of my thought process in this. So if I select this one and I right click, or can I just drag? No. So I'm going to right click. Oh, actually I can just press M. And I'm going to rotate it. I'm going to rotate. So if I select my axes, I can select this. Oh, I'm selected the wrong one. Is it going to let me reselect down here? Yes, it is. And then I'm going to select 45. Well, that didn't work, did it? Let's give this one more go. And for move, let's go axes. Like axes. Sorry, rotate. Select axes. I'm going to select that one. Nope. So you can see that's just rotating the grain on it there as well. We're going to try something different. We're going to select on that. I'm going to press M for move. Here we go. This might be a bit better. And then selecting axes. This one, and yes, now it's rotating. So that's the first start of that process there. Okay, so now getting this, now that it's started to move, we can get it 45 degrees. Okay, which is what I want. And then we can click and move it approximately where I want it to go. I'm going to go back to Lamb 2 now, selecting that. Q, M. So M and move and copy. Okay, it's staying on rotate, so it kind of knows that's what I want it to do. Gonna select that one there. Gonna start moving it a little bit, and then 45 degrees for that. And then I can sort of position it over again. And then same thing with Lamb 1 we're gonna do. And I'm gonna select that one. Oh, hang on. No, I'm on Lamb 3, sorry. And M for move and copy, select an axis, select that axis, rotate it slightly, and then change that to 45 degrees. Alright, now what we're going to do, we're going to start with our jointing. So we're going to start with our bit bigger pieces here that are already mostly in place. Say OK, J for joint, and there again. Okay, I'm going to say OK. I'm just going to quickly press on lid here. Let me select you. There we go. I'm just going to move these a little bit and then look from the top. So if we go here and I have a look, so what I'm hoping to do is I'm going to chuck another one of these this side and then one more big piece over there, and then we'll cut the square around so it fits perfectly in the middle, and then that'll be the look that I want will be finished with the lid. And there might be a little video after this video showing how to make a little handle and put that in there. So let's finish this off though. So still with lid selected here, I'm going to go new component, Lamb 4. Okay, and we're going to go over here and we're going to go Lamb 5. Okay, so now I am not sure if when I do this it will copy over in the same orientation, so if it'll stay 45 degrees or if it'll change, but Control C, there's one way to find out. So going to Lamb 4 now, Control V. So, excuse me, capture position because I don't want it to move, sweet, and we'll go across. So it is keeping that 45 degrees, which is awesome. And we'll move that as best we can in the right spot, and we're going to say OK. And then if I go joint, I can select the edge of that and the edge of that and say OK. So that's connected there. And now for our lucky last one, Lamb 5, we're going to do the big one, bodies, selecting that, Control C, and then closing that up. So we're still just double checking we're on Lamb 5, Control V, and then we can do the same thing, moving this one across and then up, across, just getting it reasonably close to where we want it to be, just to not stress the computer out trying to figure out what we exactly want. Sorry. Okay, so we've got all of our pieces here. We've got them pretty well located where we want. A little bit more of the dark timber. Alright, I'm going to get that position correctly like that. Okay, so now what we can actually do, we go back to lid. Okay, we might actually have to move this off. So if I then tried to, if I cut it the right amount, it wouldn't affect that, but we'll see how this goes anyway. I'm going to click on here, I'm going to right click and then going to go create sketch. We're just going to capture position. I'm going to quickly inspect the size that we need it to be, so 216, and that's going to keep doing that. 216 by 235. Okay, so now what we want to do, if I make a line, it'll snap from there. Oh, that's snapping from the wrong thing. Line, And what we're going to do is go from here to, oh, it's going to keep trying to snap to that grid. So here, okay. And now we've got a center point for our rectangle. So we need to change our rectangle to a center rectangle, find our center point, and that way was 235. Tab 2, oh, I can't remember if it was 219 or 216. Let's do 219 and then just inspect quickly. 216, okay, cool. So right clicking, go cancel, and then, oh, come on computer, double clicking, and 216, enter. Alright, so that's pretty well cutting out our part there. One thing I might do, so basically what we can do, the beauty of this program is, if I grab this square, I can move it into an orientation of the timber that I want to see the most. So if I want a bit more of that dark timber, a little bit less of the light timber, like if I want the light timber, I can put it up here, and I can position it around where I want it to go. The good thing about it is I've already got this all set to like the 45-degree angle, so that's not going to change. And then what I'm going to do quickly, sorry about continuously sniffing, there we go. Are you going to let me make another rectangle? No. So what we might try is using the offset tool, and it'll let me go 100. Nope, negative, maybe negative 100. Cool, we need to go a little bigger. 300. Whoa, not 1300. Alright, so that's a little bit big. So just trying to be careful, because if I go over that too much, it'll actually start cutting into my lid because it's all one component there. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to say okay, and I'm just going to get positioned here. I'm going to go, actually I'm going to have to go a little bit higher. Alright, so I think this will be okay. We're going to go solid, extrude, that one, and we're going to go cut. And we're just going to go, that's pointing up, so I've got to go negative 20. And I need to select that one and that one as well. And go okay. Oh, sorry. And now it's cut out my square. And what I can do is go joint. And I'm going to joint this edge here. Are you going to be nice to me with this edge here? And that didn't work. Might move it in position a little bit first. And we'll come in a little bit. And we're going to go assemble again, and we're going to try jointing that corner with that corner. And it's going to keep moving around, which I don't like. So let's try something a little bit different. Let's try to get the edge there with the edge there. One of my many struggles with this program is the process here of jointing things together, as you can tell. Okay. Let's try, so we've done the top point, we've done the bottom point. Let's try one last time to get the middle. Oh, these menus get in the way so much. Okay, and let's zoom in a little bit, and I want you that way. And it's going to keep doing that. That's so frustrating. Okay, haven't tried doing the flat edge here, say, with the flat edge here. So let's give that a go. Not liking it at all. Alright, and let's try one more time on that. Why don't we try that one with that one? Okay. Oh, I cannot believe that worked. Okay. Don't know why that worked. Does not make a very good educational video if I can't explain why that worked, but it did. So I am happy. We've got our lid made. We've got our bottom of our box made. Yeah, you can kind of see there that it is starting to look really good. So we've got our base. We've got our lid. So yeah, hopefully this has been really helpful. I know, unfortunately, that last jointing exercise was a little bit difficult, and I don't know why it worked, but hopefully you guys will be able to figure that out and tell me in class if you are in my class. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you learned something.